A gorgeous Sunday afternoon on Lake Ontario from York Lions Stadium. Match Week 8 continues in MLS NEXT Pro. Eastern Conference matchup as TFC2 hosts New England Revolution 2. Good afternoon, great to be with you. Matt Peterson alongside for this Eastern Conference clash. Both teams getting loose, both teams coming off wins. New England beat New York City at home last Saturday. TFC beat Chicago 2-0 10 days ago. So two teams with momentum trying to stay near the top of the Eastern Conference table. Toronto FC lineup under head coach Johnny Chimini. Nolan and Sharp are up top. Edwards, Yari, Henry, the three set in midfield. Defensive midfielder, Sullivan, the captain, and McDonald's. Fisher, Stoyodinovich, Kapoor across the back. Adisa Di Rosario is the goalkeeper. It's his sixth start of the season. And for Richie Williams and New England Revolution, comes out in a 4-3-3. Grant Emerhi, the Lithuanian Youth International, gets his first starts. He's part of the Revs U18 setup. Darlene, Sousa, and Berry across the back. Marcos Diaz, Oliveira, and Musenden in midfield. Hutchinson, Butts, and Diarbian across the front. Liam Butts, 4 goals in 6 games for the Penn State Products. New England won the first meeting, a 4-0 result at Gillette Stadium at the end of March. Both coaches agree that result was not really indicative of how the game was played. A lot tighter than a 4-0 result. A few late goals in that one for New England. We'll see how today's action goes. Niven Raizada is the referee. Entering the weekend, TFC was 6th in the East on 10 points. New England 4th in the East on 13. We'll see how they fare today and try and climb the table. TFC is in red, the home side. The visitors from New England in white. And here we go from York Lions Stadium in Ontario, an Eastern Conference clash. Two teams off to good starts. And TFC looking for a bit of payback after a 4-0 defeat in New England at the end of March. Jamari Nolan trying to find possession. Nolan, Jamaican, just 15 years of age. He was born in November of 2009. Well defended by New England. They'll spin out of it and go the other way. Diarbian. Hestron Berry. Another Jamaican. He played at University of Wisconsin. He starts for the 7th time today. Gabe Darlene all the way back to JD Gunn from Panama City. Played at Biola University. It's been very good this season. Only 1 goal against in 3 starts for JD Gunn. Good push up this left side for the Revs. Look at that pace. Kavork Diarbian Crosses, well defended. An outstretched leg from Reed Fisher. And Fisher clears again. Reed Fisher from Huntington Beach, California, just 20 years old. Here's Victor Souza. Played at Boston College. He grew up in Ozone Park, New York. He starts today for the 7th time. Souza is the Revs captain. Two teams brimming with confidence, coming off wins. Only defeat this year was a midweek loss against Orlando City B away from home, 1-0 for New England. The Richie Williams side has been rolling this year. And a corner kick is won. That's Grant Emerhe, U18 player in the Revs Academy, making his first start after 3 appearances off the bench. First corner kick of the match. It comes here for the Revs in the 4th minute. Blasted towards the back post, headed towards goal, into the hands of Adisa Di Rosario, who starts for the 6th time. Free kick is won. TFC2 with the possibility. It's whipped inside the box. So close that time for Jamari Nolan. He couldn't get a foot to it. A player is down for New England in the box. He raises his hand to show his injury. He is still down, and the shot is in the back of the net. Toronto FC plays through the injury. The shot from distance is in the back of the net. And Toronto FC in front inside 5 minutes. Marko Stoyodinovich is first of the season. A lot happened here. It starts on this left side. The cross comes in. You see the player down inside the box. It's Hesron Berry. He is still down. TFC plays through it. The referee sees the player down but allows play to continue. And this strike is in the back of the net. Stoyodinovich with his first goal. And that's a tough moment for the referee deciding whether to play on or stop the game. I think he made the right decision because Toronto had a goal-scoring threat. The player down, Hesron Berry, was not really in a vulnerable spot. He was away from most of the players. And for a moment, perhaps, New England lost its concentration, concern for Hesron Berry, who was down. But you could see the referee glance at Hesron Berry, see that he was down, and decide to allow play to continue. Very hard decision there for Niven Rezada, the referee. Stoyodinovich will enjoy that one, a well-taken goal. Stoyodinovich turned 21 yesterday, so he has a birthday present. A 21st birthday and celebrating today with his first goal of the season. Johnny Cimini talking with some of his players here during this pause. The training staff for New England is checking on Hesron Berry. Stoyodinovich, a product of the TFC Academy, signed with TFC2 last August. He scored a goal against Crown Legacy last October towards the end of last season. His first of this campaign comes the day after his 21st birthday. Hesron Berry back to his feet and receiving treatment at the moment. Berry, born in Jamaica, played at University of Wisconsin, one of the veterans on this team, age 25. Play will resume after the first goal of the season for Marco Stoyodinovich. Gabe Darlene pushing forward. And a throw-in coming. Not a throw-in, a free kick now for New England. Cristiano Oliveira standing over it. Diarbian is a short option, 2 in the wall for TFC. Oliveira's delivery, easily cleared. Revs back in possession. Diarbian, Oliveira, and back for Mussenden. Certainly appears that Berry is receiving treatment, and right now New England's playing down a man. And here is the concussion sub. Eli Ackerman comes on. So we wish the best for Hesron Berry, who left with a potential concussion. Concussion protocol was given and they bring him off. Safety first. So Berry is replaced by Ackerman. Ackerman is 17. Into this game early on. It's his MLS Next Pro debut. Ackerman experience with the U.S. under-15s. Current academy player with New England. Darlene all the way back to JD Gunn. Good defending. Diarbian still on his feet. Good Defending again, good shape there in midfield from Sullivan, the captain. Emery crossing. Again, good defending from the men in red. They've had the box well defended here in the first 13 minutes. Well, back on this right side, Emery, U18 defender, now playing with his U18 teammate Ackerman, who came on as a concussion sub for Hesron Berry. Gabe Dahlin from Sweden, played at Monmouth University. His 4th start this season. It's on here for New England. Good balance. Top of the box, slip through, it's on, and it's saved by Di Rosario. Gavort Diarbian was first to react as this ball slips through in behind the TFC defense to the backside of the box. Now watch this find its way through. There's 3 red shirts. It somehow just bumbles through. And Diarbian could not score his first of the season. Sustained pressure since the goal, an injury. A good sign for New England. Backwards header. Di Rosario makes the claim. Good touch out of the back from Gabe Dahlin. Di Rosario, just 20 years of age. His brother lighting it up for Tacoma Defiance, the player of the month for the month of April. Gavort Diarbian, wide left. 2-on-3 for New England. And that's in the back of the net. Great response. Liam Butts, his 5th of the season, a 2-on-3 counterattack. And he's able to beat Di Rosario at the near post. Fantastic reply from New England. We're tied at 1. Lightning quick counterattack. Diarbian wide for Butts. Just 2 touches, shifted back to his left. Around the goal scorer, Stoyodinovich, able to beat Di Rosario. Great return for Liam Butts. 5 goals in 7 games this season. This portion of the match is brought to you by BMO, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC. Liam Butts with that goal, 5 on the season. He's now tied for 4th in the league with Shakur Mohammed of Orlando. Saze Di Rosario leads the league with 8. Yusuke, his teammate, with 7. Nelson Pierre with Vancouver has 6. And now Liam Butts and Shakur Mohammed tied for 4th on 5 goals each. Grant Emery inside. Left-footed shot is blocked. Oliveira trying to tee it up with his left. Another chance here for New England. Pulled back at the end line and cleared towards the top of the box. Rain continues to press and look for a now go-ahead goal. Butts has scored in back-to-back games, scored last weekend, scores today. He's now scored in 4 of his last 5 games. Good strength from Charlie Sharp, his 5th start of the season. He's partnering Jamari Nolan today. Liam Butt scored twice in the 4-0 win for New England over TFC. He now has 3 goals in 2 games this season against Toronto. Stefan Kapoor, his 3rd start today. He's the left back in the 3-5-2 setup for TFC and Johnny Cimini. Kapoor. Kapoor is just 16 from Stony Creek, Ontario. I turned 16 just about a month ago on April 4th. Gabe Darlene. Victor Souza. Wessenden. Nice move here up the right side from TFC2. Malik Henry taking the space. 22-year-old from Hamilton, Ontario, Malik Henry making his 4th start of the season. Now the goal scorer, Marco Stoyodinovich. Stefan Kapoor. Good turn from Nolan. Nolan! It may have glanced off the goal frame. So close from the 15-year-old Jamari Nolan. Don't give this man this much space. Watch the turn, change of pace. Nobody steps to the ball. Can't quite tell if that deflects off the corner of the post or not. A warning shot from Nolan, who makes his 1st start of the season today. Nolan signed with TFC2 at the end of March from Kingston, Jamaica. He'll turn 16 in November. 29 total minutes before today. He gets the start and came close to scoring there. Hard, crunching challenge. Free kick is given. Now is Demorny Hutchinson, another Jamaican, played at Presbyterian College. A little talking to here. Kind of lost his balance, nothing malicious there. over-eager and couldn't really catch his feet before the challenge. Here's Hutchinson, sporting that white headband. Draws 3 defenders, pulls it back here for Diaz. Diaz, a very ambitious effort, going for goal from about 30 yards away. Diarbian, and his cross into the hands of Di Rosario. This portion of the match is brought to you by LG, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Nathaniel Edwards, back with Patrick McDonald. McDonald, his second start of the campaign today. Kapoor. This spending hit is into the hands of J.D. Gunn. New England not afraid of trying long distance hits. Here's another. That was from Nathaniel Edwards. His 6th start, he has 1 goal. They're taking their cue from their teammate Marco Stoyodinovich, who scored from 25 yards out. Here come the Revs. Diarbian. Javon Mussenden. Diarbian's cross deflected, pops in the box. He heads it towards goal. And it's Malik Henry to run it down. In the center of the park, Oliveira. Bending in, it's a free header for Butts, and his header is into the hands of Di Rosario. Liam Butt scored twice in this matchup in March. He has a chance for a first half brace here. Perfect delivery, but Butts doesn't get a lot on the header. Kapoor. Direct ball. Darlene wins the foot race, soft back pass, and it's cleared off of Darlene. Hope he is okay. Gets the high five from J.D. Gunn. This was dangerous. And Darlene, a soft back pass. Gunn had no other option but to clear it. He hits his own center back, either in the back or in the back of the head. Corner kick here for the Reds. Towards the back post, headed towards the near post. And it's off the mark. Jamari Nolan, the 15-year-old, found the space on the backside of the box. That was the first corner kick for Toronto FC. New England has outshot Toronto 7-3. New England a 55% possession advantage, 55-45. 5 shots on goal already for New England, 2 on target so far for Toronto. And all 5 of those shots have come from inside the penalty area for New England. All of the shots so far for Toronto FC have come from outside the penalty area. Here comes TFC, turn of pace from Henry. His cross is headed out, but it's right in the middle and cleared. First time hit from McDonald off the mark, it slices away. Sullivan flips it towards the corner off the shoulder of Ackerman. And Stoyodinovich lets it run for a New England throw-in. Good pace and tempo to the game, both teams playing with good urgency. Souza, Ackerman, sweeping clearance. And now it's on once again for TFC2. Early ball attempted off the boot of Darlene into the hands of JD Gunn. Diarbian, defended by Malik Henry. Good work, Diarbian, 23-year-old from Rhode Island, played at Providence College. Liam Butts, the goal scorer, faces up. This is swept in. Grant Emerhe, current Revs U18 player. Lithuania Youth International, making his first MLS Next Pro start today after 3 appearances off the bench. Number 69, the right back, Grant Emerhe. Here's Souza, played at Boston College. Darlene. Gabe Darlene, Swedish center back. Butts, well-weighted ball. Emerhe squeezed off it. Smart play that time. And Nathaniel Edwards tracking back. On the tactical lineup, he's listed as the left winger, but he was helping out very deep on that play. De Rosario will build out of the back. Kapoor did well under pressure. Out to Charlie Sharp. That's a really good team move from TFC. Now there's 4 in the attack. Back to his right. Good save, JD Gunn. He turns away Malik Henry. That all started from a goal kick played short, and they went right through the New England defense. Beautiful build-up from Toronto FC. This is the middle portion. The hard part was in the defensive third. Sharp finds Malik Henry, and he did very well to force that save from JD Gunn. Corner kick, second of the afternoon here for Toronto FC. Eight in the box for Toronto. And it's alive inside the 6 and finally cleared by Hutchinson. Right back to the corner kick taker. It's swept back in, free header, back post, it's off the crossbar. Toronto so close from retaking the lead. End-to-end action here at York Lions Stadium. Diarbian. Gun out to Souza. Over hits. Here is the second phase of that corner kick for Toronto FC. It was recycled out to the corner. The delivery comes in. Wide open header from Jamari Nolan, and the 15-year-old nearly gets his first MLS Next Pro goal. JD Gunn. This portion of the match is brought to you by Chevrolet, a proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Matt Peterson with you, York Lions Stadium in Ontario. Second meeting of the season between these Eastern Conference rivals. New England won the first meeting at home 4-0 at the end of March. Liam Butt scored twice in that game. It was not as lopsided as the score would indicate, according to both coaches. In this game, Stoyodinovich scored in the 5th minute on a play in which Hesron Berry was injured and went through concussion protocol, had to be removed after the goal. And then just 10 minutes later, Liam Butts equalized from the left side of the box on a quick counter-attacking move involving Gevork Diarbian. Butts now tied for 4th in the Golden Boot race in MLS Next Pro. His 5th goal of the season. It's his 5th goal in his last 5 games. He scored in 4 of the last 5. One of those games a brace against Toronto FC. Feint of a cross, well defended that time by the 17-year-old academy player Eli Ackerman, who's making his New England Revolution debut here today. There's a soft backwards header. Chance here on goal. Hutchinson saved by Di Rosario. Mussenden so close to his first goal. He was in alone against Adisa Di Rosario. Demarni Hutchinson, 24-year-old Jamaica international, picked up his first assist last weekend. He has 1 goal to his name. He signed with New England in March. With Racing United in Jamaica before New England. New England out shooting Toronto 8-7. TFC with the break up this left side. Nathaniel Edwards. Patrick McDonald clips it in. The captain, Victor Souza, heads away. Very clean game for both teams. Just 5 total fouls committed. It's had good flow. Very few stoppages. Well played for both sides through 36 minutes. Reed Fisher, 20-year-old out of the back. With Stoyodinovich, who's on the ball now. Stefan Kapoor, long touch. Good pressure by Cristiano Oliveira. Johnny Cimini looking on. De Rosario goes with the direct ball. Headed towards the goalkeeper, J.D. Gunn. There was some contact. Referee had a good view. Grant Emerhe. Javon Mussenden. That's a nice ball to Morty Hutchinson. Tries to beat two. Excellent team defending from Toronto. Sliding win from the captain, Michael Sullivan. Nathaniel Edwards over midfield. Nolan tried the ball. There's a good tackle from the academy player Eli Ackerman. Thrust into this game off the substitutes bench. A concussion substitute for Hesron Berry. Diarbian has two runners. Diarbian shot is blocked. Another hit, and that's off the post and in. Gevork Diarbian would not be denied. His first shot blocked. His second one off the post and in. Down a goal, and now up in Toronto. New England has a lead on the road. Watch this, relentless from Gevork Diarbian, his first of the season. Isolated on the left, first shot blocked, falls to his left. Unstoppable there off the inside of the post. Great response from New England. Down a goal after 5 minutes. They lost one of their defenders in Hesron Berry due to concussion protocol. They bring on an academy player to replace him, and since then, 2 goals to the good. A 2-1 lead as we're 5 minutes from first half stoppage time. Diarbian last played with Vermont Green FC in USL League 2. He's been a regular for Richie Williams this season. His 6th start today, picks up his first goal. Diarbian in his 2nd season with Revs 2. That's his 3rd MLS Next Pro goal and his 35th appearance. 2 goals, 3 assists last year. His first goal contribution of 2025 comes today in Ontario. Now it's TFC working up the right side. Cross comes in and is cleared. And a free kick. It's won there by Morty Hutchinson. Souza. New England using the width of the field here. No pressure on the ball. Diarbian, who just scored, he crosses this one, and it's cleared. It's Nathaniel Edwards playing in a deeper position. Feels like TFC defending with 5 when need be, and that was a moment that Edwards had to track all the way back. And speaking with Johnny Cimini on Friday about his team in preparation of this game, we asked about the roster construction this offseason. He says the goal was getting dynamic, decisive players with a strong desire. And they're happy with the results so far from that roster builds. And he talked about the interactions of players in groups of 2 or 3 are key. It's not just individual talent, it's how do you work with your teammates on the field together in those groups of 2 and 3. Still working on that integration of the attacking players. Stoyodinovich. Asane Yari forward. Malik Henry pulls it back. Henry centers it. That shot off the mark. That was Charlie Sharp receiving it from Malik Henry. Looks like Sharp wanted a little softer pass. Comes in a little hot, hard to handle that. You can see Sharp saying, calm down, Malik, give me a little better chance on that backdrop of a pass. Sharp call for the foul. Eli Ackerman, the 17-year-old academy player, back to his feet. Speaking with Johnny Cimini about his team, 5 different players with 1 goal. I asked him, did you expect that, or did you expect a more out-and-out goal scorer? No more Julian Altobelli. Some of the older guard no longer with Toronto FC 2. And Stoyodinovich, the 6th goal scorer for Toronto, each with 1 goal this season. Here come Toronto FC in first half stoppage time. Edwards with a few step overs. Edwards goes down. And a free kick is given for a handball. He thought he was fouled. He grabbed the ball with his hands. Niven Rezana, the referee, teaching a lesson in Nathaniel Edwards. Johnny Cimini talked about the attack. He said, we will get there. Johnny Cimini was very happy that Hassan Yari scored this goal. Jamari Nolan just came in the picture. Just his 2nd appearance today, his first start. He's only 15. And trying to find the right number 9. Now playing a 3-5-2 today with Nolan partnering Charlie Sharp. There's a yellow card for Demorny Hutchinson. Hutchinson in the book here in first half stoppage time. A minimum of 4 minutes will be added on. Toronto FC does have a core entering play today, 7 different players with 5 or more starts. That includes Malik Henry, who's on the ball here, pushing forward. Good pace from Henry. Henry back to his right. He clips it in. Headed out for a corner kick. Henry has been dangerous today. Henry signed with TFC2 in March. From Hamilton, Ontario, he's 22. Corner kick here. Towards the near post. Headed clear by Gabe Darlene. Good headed clearance from Demorny Hutchinson. Another corner kick will come here for TFC. I guess not. Offside flag was up. And JD Gunn to restart. Shouts for a handball. Referee had a good view, did not call it against Victor Souza. De Rosario restarts. One goalie to another into the hands of JD Gunn. And there's the halftime whistle. A really entertaining first half. Really good soccer from York Lions Stadium. The opening goal, Marko Stoyodinovich, his first of the season. It came 5 minutes in. Tying goal 10 minutes later from Liam Butts. Go-ahead goal from Gevork Diarbian. Butts with goal number 5 on the season. Diarbian with his first. Halftime score, New England leads Toronto 2-1 in Ontario. Highlight stats and this week's report are coming up after the break.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
A 2-1 score. New England leading TFC on the road from York Lions Stadium in Toronto, Ontario. We'll have highlights from the first half and the league's upcoming schedule a little bit later. But first, Minnesota United 2 is off to an impressive start this season with 4 straight road wins. So Anne-Marie Aguilar went there to bring us this week's edition of the report.
Pulls it down, it's onside, Knight fires and scores!
Marie squares. Off the volley, 5-1.
Now Hutchinson up top, oh what a strike!
Welcome to Minnesota, where the Tuesdays have a well-deserved homecoming after the first 2 months of their schedule. We're here for this edition of The Report. I'm April Marie Aguilar. Playing on the road isn't easy. Playing long stretch of road games is even more challenging. Not only has Minnesota United FC2 handled it well, they've managed to make history. Minnesota, with an unprecedented start to their season. 4 wins in 4 games, all of them away from home, taking a perfect 12 points out of 12 available. And after shutting out Colorado in match week 7, the Loons ended the month of April with 10 goals for, just 3 against, and 2 clean sheets. Here's their head coach and MLS Next Pro's Coach of the Month, Jeremy Hall.
Kind of shocked, but to be honest with you, I'm really excited for it. I think it's a good club recognition. If I was doing this by myself, I definitely wouldn't be able to do it, and I have some amazing staff that help me out day to day. The players have been amazing, and so I'm just happy for the club, and hopefully we can continue this thing going.
Minnesota United FC2 is one of only 3 MLS Next Pro teams to win their first 4 games in a season, and they're the only team to start a season by winning their first 4 games, all on the road. The Loons look to qualify for the playoffs for the first time in their 4-year history. For as good of a start as Minnesota's had, it's Chattanooga FC earning the honor of MLS Next Pro's Team of the Month. They won their first 3 games in April before losing to Columbus Crew 2. That 3-game win streak was their longest since joining MLS Next Pro, and it made them unbeaten in their first 6 games this season. Even with the match week 7 loss, the boys in blue still ended the month leading the league in points.
What are you most proud of the team's performances in the month of April?
I think the different type of performances that we've shown. So all have been difficult games, but for various reasons. So to see how the team adapt, how the team have been resilient in different moments, that's huge, and I think that's part of what we want to do as a club and our identity, to see that we can find different ways of winning games, different ways of being competitive, and the guys have shown that with different lineups and different players having different roles at different times. So that flexibility, the adaptability, and just the continuity of it has been really, really pleasing to see.
Going by points, Chattanooga FC matched their best start to a season since becoming a professional team in 2019. They're slightly ahead of the pace they were on last season when they just missed the MLS Next Pro Cup playoffs. Meanwhile, no surprise that Osaze de Rosario has been named Player of the Month. He scored 5 goals in 3 games, including back-to-back braces against LAFC2 and Sporting KC2. De Rosario led the league with 8 goals through the month of April, scoring in all 5 of Tacoma's games this season.
Just like to say thank you for the award, Player of the Month. I'm super happy, super excited to be nominated and selected. Thanks very much. Go Sounders.
As for the other monthly award winners, Pedro Cruz wins Goalkeeper of the Month. Just 2 goals allowed in 3 Houston Dynamo games, all of them wins. And Colton Swan's game-winning goal against North Texas SC earned him the title of Rising Star of Match Week 6. And now, Rising Star of the Month. Big news from Michigan, as the nonprofit company Grand Action 2.0 hosted a ceremonial groundbreaking on the new Amway Stadium in Grand Rapids. Construction on the 8,500-seat downtown stadium is slated for the completion in the spring of 2027. That's also when West Michigan Soccer will begin its inaugural season in MLS Next Pro. West Michigan is one of 4 teams that will be joining the league in the next 2 years, along with clubs in Jacksonville, Cleveland, and Connecticut. That will give MLS Next Pro a total of 6 independent clubs, with Chattanooga FC and Carolina Core FC already in the fold. Over 160 players have signed with Major League Soccer first teams after competing in MLS Next Pro. And in April, 2 MLS Next Pro alumni gave us some of the best action in MLS. In Charlotte, Idan Toclomari scored his first goal in MLS in dramatic fashion, a game winner against Nashville SC in the 90th minute. Toclomari appeared in 7 games last season with Crown Legacy FC, where he scored 3 goals to go along with his 2 assists. A week later, Gerardo Valenzuela of FC Cincinnati turned the DC United defenders inside out, scoring a golazo. Dado joined FC Cincinnati Academy in 2020 and has been with the first team since the 2023 season. Now, let's take a look at the current MLS Next Pro players. It's the top goals for the month of April.
In 2025, Rincon, and no chance. Lost 2 defenders and gives for Vasquez. Vasquez puts it in there. The header, and it's in. Stas Korzenjovski. This is just a perfect ball in from Vasquez. And Korzenjovski using that size advantage.
Dominated possession in this match. Canetti, Nziengo, Glory Nziengo. Wow! Oh ho ho! This ball comes into Nziengo, space and opportunity, and he just dumps it right over the goalkeeper.
Corner for Huntsville. It's the back post. Carmichael! Oh, man! A howitzer! Oh, man! No chance for Patrick Lose.
Marcanic, Lasanvi. Oh, wow! That is incredible! Louis Lasanvi. Anthony Marcanic just puts it back into the box. Lasanvi doesn't know who's behind him, but it hits the target. Hold behind it. Sarver sends it in. Ball is there! Oh my! An absolute golazo! 1-goal lead. Spectacular from Gavin Gall.
Well, that does it for this edition of The Report. Be sure to tune into the next episode for the latest and greatest around MLS Next Pro. We'll see you next time. Adios.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Welcome back, York Lions Stadium in Toronto. Matt Peterson with you. The visitors, New England Revolution, have a 2-1 lead over Toronto FC after a very entertaining first half. Let's look at the highlights. Second meeting of the season as New England won the first 4-0 at home at the end of March. Early on, TFC with some threats. That was close there for Nolan in his first start. And the injury you can see from Hesron Berry inside the 6-yard box. Toronto FC would play on, and Marco Stoyodinovich, this golazo with his left foot, his first goal of the season. But a tough moment for everyone because concussion protocol brought Hesron Berry out of this game. But a good response from the Revs. Liam Butt scored twice in this fixture in March. He scores here at the near post. His 5th goal in as many games. He now is tied for 4th in the league's Golden Boot race. Corner kick, a chance would fall as it's sliced back towards the corner. And this delivery comes in, and it's headed off the bar by Jamari Nolan. First start for the 15-year-old. He nearly scored twice. This was Hutchinson. Nice foot save from Adisa Di Rosario to turn away Hutchinson. More chances as it's Kevork Diarbian. First shot blocked from his right foot. His left-footed strike is not. It's off the post and in. And the Revs have a deserved lead on the road, 2-1 at halftime. Here are the halftime stats. New England out shooting Toronto FC 10-8. 7 of the 10 shots on target. It's been a busy first half for Adisa Di Rosario, the TFC goalkeeper. Slide edge and corners for Toronto. Possession advantage 63-37 for New England. And here's the upcoming schedule beginning next Friday for match week 9 in MLS Next Pro. Chicago hosts FC Cincinnati. Portland welcomes Vancouver. Houston Dynamo will host Colorado. Chattanooga visits Toronto. Crown Legacy, New York City, and Ventura County hosting Inter Miami. New York Red Bulls and LAFC. One game on Saturday, Huntsville City visits Carolina Core. 2 next Sunday, Philadelphia Union welcomes Columbus. St. Louis City is at the Town. And then next Tuesday, 10 days from now, Ventura County hosting Austin FC. One change for Johnny Cimini and Toronto FC at halftime. Taquan Barrow, 21-year-old striker, comes on. Charlie Sharp is out after his 45-minute shift. Barrow's 21, he's from Toronto. He actually signed with the first team just a few days ago on a short-term agreement. He has 1 goal in 6 appearances, 3 of those starts. Here we go in the second half from York Lions Stadium. New England's in white, Toronto FC is in red. Matt Peterson with you. Really good first half. Clean soccer, good flow to it. Very few whistles, very few stoppages. And we hope Hesron Berry's okay after departing with a concussion sub in that first half. Oh, he stayed down just seconds before the goal was scored by Marco Stoyodinovich. Sharp comes off, Barrow comes on. Oliveira, Liam Butts. Gabe Darlene up the line. Emerhe has earned a deep throw in. Grant Emerhe, his first start, plays for the Lithuania Youth National Teams. It's his first start today. He's part of the Revs U18s. And 2 academy players in the back, Emerhe and then Eli Ackerman, the 17-year-old who made his debut as a concussion substitute for Heshron Berry. Victor Souza. Oliveira. Marcos Diaz. This to the back post, he lets it bounce dangerously. Di Rosario off his line. It's a penalty. Penalty awarded. Good position from the referee. Malik Henry let it bounce, and that was a mistake because once he tried to clear, he could not get to the ball. This ball comes in. Henry needs to clear it the first time. He cannot let this ball bounce. He does. He makes a mistake. Diarbian goes for the ball. He draws contact from Di Rosario. And a clear penalty. Frustration for Di Rosario. A learning moment there for Malik Henry. Marcos Diaz, the 23-year-old Brazilian, goes to the spot. He has 2 goals this season. A veteran of this league stands to take this penalty. Marcos Diaz beats Di Rosario. His 27th career MLS Next Pro goal. It comes in his 75th appearance. And New England, down a goal after 5 minutes, have now scored 3 unanswered goals at York Lions Stadium. Let's see the penalty once more. The decision, I think it's a pretty obvious one. Again, you cannot let this ball bounce if you're Malik Henry. You're risking it because you're not sure what's behind you. He expected to be able to clear it off the bounce. He was not able to. Good pressure from Gavork Diarbian to earn the penalty. And Diaz steps to the spot to convert. Diaz led New England with 9 goals plus 5 assists last year. Now has 3 goals, 3 assists in his 7 appearances this season. 4 for New England against Toronto. The first meeting, they have 3 so far through the first 50 minutes. Gavork Diarbian. Hutchinson trying to turn. Still Hutchinson, finally dispossessed. Nathaniel Edwards cuts inside. Patrick McDonald with Michael Sullivan. Damari Nolan. Michael Sullivan. Here's the captain. Advantage was played. A retroactive free kick is given. Good refereeing that time. He wanted to see if advantage did ensue. It did not. And he gives the free kick. Niven Rezada has been on top of this match. He's our referee today. Patrick McDonald is an option. It will be McDonald looping this in. Good goalkeeping from Gunn. Gunn is 25. He played at Biola University in Southern California. Now it's Di Rosario. Fourth start for Gunn. Gunn backpedaling. The shot is off the mark. I think Damari Nolan has spotted the backpedaling goalkeeper JD Gunn and rushed his shot just a bit. So it's a direct ball here from Kapoor. It falls near the top of the box. You see Gunn backpedaling, and Damari Nolan gave it a go. And he's been excellent today. There's a yellow card to Malik Henry. Excellent pace and energy all afternoon from Gevork Diarbian. Reed Fisher steps in front to head away. Nice weight on that pass from Stoyodinovich. It's on for Daquan Barrow. Barrow, excellent defending. Souza took a good angle. Now the cross comes in. Edge of the area, settling to his right. That shot is saved by Gunn. Gunn in his second season with Revs 2. 18 starts last year, his fourth start of the season today. Diarbian to take the corner. He has Marcos Diaz beside him. It will be left for Diaz, who just converted the penalty for his third goal of the season. Corner kick to the back post, headed wide of the mark. That was Victor Souza, trying to rise high for his first goal of the season. This portion of the match is brought to you by BMO, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Overlapping run. It's Nathaniel Edwards. Away from Eli Ackerman. Nice recovery from Diarbian. He's been everywhere on the offense and defensive end. Number 11 in white's had a really good game. First goal of the season and an all-around performance. Good work to keep it in play down that sideline by Malik Henry. Now he's called for a foul. Had a great chat this week with Richie Williams, head coach of New England Revolution. Asked him about the roster construction. He said, as a group, we emphasized we had to be better than last year. Of course, it's a developmental team and league. But Richie Williams really believes you have to learn how to compete and how to win games. Results do matter in his eyes. DeMorney Hutchinson turning. Excellent defending. Reed Fisher clears. Richie Williams said we do want to develop individually. And this team has been excellent defensively, a high pressing team. He's very pleased with his side's team defending as a unit. Headed backward. Diarbian back to his right, bending it, it's past the upper corner. Close for a second for Gevork Diarbian. He has been lively, direct, decisive, everything you want from a left winger today. Cut on his preferred right foot. He scored with his left earlier. That showed his quality with both feet. And New England started the season with 4 straight clean sheets. Richie Williams started with the high block defending as one of the reasons for the 4 straight clean sheets to begin the year. A lot of buy-in and willingness to play as a team from this Revs group, according to its head coach. Now, both teams have a U.S. Open Cup game next week. Headed away as Gunn came off his line, that affecting team selections today. Some of the first team players held out today to prepare for the Open Cup in just a few days. Free kick coming for Toronto. Good work from Eli Ackerman. He came on as a substitute for Hestron Berry. He's done a good job against Malik Henry today. Now, New England hosts Rhode Island FC in the round of 32 in just a couple days. The captain, Sullivan. Ayari. Edwards, step overs, back to his right. Nathaniel Edwards pulls it back. Sullivan. Again to the wide left channel. Edwards. Michael Sullivan. Very patient here from Toronto. Cross comes in and is cleared by Gabe Darlene. No look pass. Good turn here from Ayari. Maybe a shot was a better decision for Malik Henry. He decided to try and return it to Hassan Ayari, but Henry's short cross was blocked. Another chance, back post, and it's in the back of the net. TFC gets a goal back. It's the substitute to Quan Barrow. So much movement up the left side in the second half from Toronto. This time it comes from the right. Malik Henry. A mistake that time from Eli Ackerman. He tried to shield it out. He did not get the goal kick. Henry capitalizes for his second assist of the season. And Quan Barrow, brought on by Johnny Cimini early in the half, pays dividends. Now we'll see a quadruple change. I don't think I've ever seen this in professional soccer. 4 players coming on at once. But that's the move from Johnny Cimini. And we'll go through the players entering to begin. Micah Chisholm, a defender. He will come on for Patrick McDonald. Costa Iliadis will enter, and he replaces Malik Henry. So Henry gets the assist, his last action of this game. Anthony Dawsonberry, a 16-year-old academy player, has also entered. He will replace Hassan Ayari. And the last change, Italo, the 22-year-old center back, has come on for Stefan Kapoor. 4 changes. Bostonberry, Italo, Chisholm, and Iliadis on for Toronto. They're looking for the tying goal here. This is pulled top of the box. Past many players. And the long-range shot is blocked. First touches for Micah Chisholm, 20-year-olds into this game. Here comes a corner kick. A 4th corner kick of this game for Toronto FC. It will be Anthony Bostonberry to take it. Cross comes in into the hands of Gunn. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ritz, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC. Here comes another change, this one for Richie Williams. Only 5 total on the bench today. He goes to the bench. Ivan Villalobos-Lopez, a central midfielder, enters this game to replace Cristiano Oliveira. Ivan Villalobos Lopez, part of the 2009 group. He's from Lumberton, North Carolina. Current academy player. And a goal kick coming. Hutchinson's cross is behind the goal of Adisa Di Rosario. Well-weighted ball. Settling touch from Sullivan. Sullivan pulls it back. It's finally cleared. Butts couldn't quite settle it. Diarbian. Hutchinson held his rung to avoid being offside. Micah Chisholm, 20 years old, from Markham, Ontario. He's on the ball here. He signed the same day as Malik Henry in early March. Chisholm spent the last 2 seasons with Hanover 96-2. Hanover 96 reserve side. 6 appearances there. The substitute, Ivan Villalobos Lopez, just came on for New England. It's his professional debut. He's with New England's Academy under-16s. North Carolina native. Getting a chance to do, it's a short bench, 5 total, including a goalkeeper. 4 outfield players available for New England, with U.S. Open Cup game looming this week against Rhode Island. Nice work from Mussenden in traffic. Grant Emery, his first start today. Inside. Devon Mussenden, scoop pass. Cross to the back post, just too far for Hutchinson. Good team move there from New England. A free kick is won. A change is coming. Player down for Toronto FC near the corner. Looks like Jamari Nolan, the 15-year-old, making his first start. Josh Nugent comes on. He's a 17-year-old from Brampton, Ontario. And he replaces Jamari Nolan. So Nolan shaken up. His first start last 71 minutes. Now it's Nugent's turn. And Nugent signed in February from the Toronto FC Academy his first pro contract. This portion of the match is brought to you by MasterCard, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Nugent, 61 total minutes this season across 3 appearances off the bench. Here comes Eli Ackerman. There's a direct ball. Daquan Barrow scored earlier off the bench, his second of the season. Dancing on it here. Barrow turned 21 in January. TFC Academy product. Barrow started for the first team against CF Montreal less than a week ago. Towards the middle and headed away. Here comes a corner kick. Costa Iliadis, a 19-year-old, will deliver this corner kick. Backside of the box, headed down, and a foul call for a kick given to New England. JD Gunn plays it short. Long switch on the chest of Michael Sullivan. His cross is dealt with well by Eli Ackerman. Ackerman trying to clear. He's under pressure. He concedes a throw-in. Judas Akara will come on. He's just 16 years of age, part of the 09 group. He turned 16 at the end of March. He's from Easton, Massachusetts. He's part of the Revolution Academy under-16s. Comes on here for DeMorney Hutchinson. Judas Akara has scored 24 goals to lead the team for the Academy U16s for New England this year. Here's a long throw in. It's settled down and fully cleared. Very impressive goal scoring rate for a young gun in Judas Akara. A pro debut for Akara, April 9th in the road loss midweek at Orlando City B. Long throw in. And a foul is called. Too much contact on Reed Fisher that time. Victor Souza slow to get back to his feet as he is in some pain. Sekera on for the third time this year. He's appeared twice for a total of 13 minutes, and we're probably going to see a booking here. It looks like Reed Fisher goes in the book. New England has found a way to score against Toronto FC. TFC has been good defensively this season against everyone but New England. Good forward run here. Cross comes in, and it's an own goal! We're tied at 3 off the foot of Gabe Darlene. A hopeful cross from Josh Nugent, one of his first touches off the bench. He puts it into a good spot. Here it is, good speed from Nugent. In behind, he crosses it to a spot where it's 1-on-2 plus a goalkeeper. Gunn went to claim, Darlene went to clear. It's off the Swedish center back's foot in the back of the net, and this back and forth game has a new part of the drama. 3-3 now. TFC has overcome a 3-1 deficit here in the second half. A stunning turn. It felt like New England was in total control, up 3-1. Now Toronto FC hoping to win this game. The home sign of all the momentum, and now a 3-3 game in the 79th minute. Restart quickly here for New England. It's on the chest of Butts. Butts trying to find a shooting angle. Good strength from Butts. He tries his luck with his left. Shot blocked by Reed Fisher. Diarbian. Gavork Diarbian waiting for support. He gets it. Marcos Diaz. And a offside flag comes up. There was a trip, there was some contact, but that was after the offside call. A good sportsmanship there as Micah Chisholm checks on his man. Di Rosario out of the back. Darlene heads back to JD Gunn. Victor Souza. Eli Ackerman. Good balance under pressure there from Ivan Villalobos-Lopez. Judas Sekera keeps it in play. Here's Sekera. Balloon that cross. Goal kick coming to Toronto. 4 in the attack here for Toronto. Back to his left foot, Nugent. And Dahlin clears it for a corner kick. Nugent's been excellent off the bench. He created the own goal. He nearly creates another chance here. It's a pretty displaced back four. That is the left back, Eli Ackerman, all the way across his penalty area to stay with Nugent. And Ackerman stays down. Again, he was not starting this game. He was one of the 5 available substitutes, including the goalkeeper. Ackerman brought on after concussion protocol, determined that Hesron Berry could not continue after only 5 minutes. So Nugent, who's 17 and an academy player, has gone a lot longer than expected today and now starting to show signs of fatigue. There was no other true defender on the bench for New England. They started this game with a backup goalkeeper, a defensive midfielder in Joseph Buck. They've already brought on Judas Sequeira and Ivan Villalobos-Lopez, plus Ackerman. So Buck is the only available substitute besides the backup goalkeeper, Maxwell Weinstein. It is Joe Buck, 22-year-old from Arlington, Massachusetts, signed with the Revolution 2 back in January. It's his first pro season. Here comes Joe Buck. '74 appearances at Georgetown for Joe Buck. He's the last field player off the bench available for New England. Corner kick coming for TFC. This swept to the back post. JD Gunn went a long way to get that one. Now this will be the group that finishes this game. Weinstein's the only other player available. He's a goalkeeper. Reed Fisher. Toronto trying to pull New England out. Typically a high block, high pressing team, New England. Maybe a bit different today, short-handed with no more available substitutes. They led 3-1, it's now 3-3. Sequeira. Direct ball here all the way back to Di Rosario. Nugent's been excellent. Helped create the own goal. Has created more, and now pressure here from Toronto. It's falling to Michael Sullivan. can see Gavor Diarbian grabbing his right leg there. Walking a bit gingerly after a good shift, but no more field player substitutes available for New England. Gabe Dahlin. Diarbian, a push in the back. Will concede a free kick. Tried to help up Michael Sullivan after the foul. 88th minute, the big boys get forward for Toronto. Costa Iliadis, the 19-year-old winger, will restart this for Toronto. Part of the 05 group, Canadian and Greek ancestry. 19-year-old serves it, missed clearance that time from Joe Buck, but it's covered up by JD Gunn. Here comes Grant Emery. His cross is cleared. Emery's going to battle here. Richie Williams talked about Grant Emery, one of the prospects. Said he's had a very good season. We discussed it this week. Richie Williams said he's a U18 player who's done really well for us. And plays on the right side of the field. Here's Williams pleading his case with the referee as we're now entering the 90th minute. Secura dispossessed. And a throw in coming. Extra ball finds Nugent. He faces up. His shot is blocked. Good work from Souza. Also, Dahlin was ready to block that as well. A minimum of 5 minutes of second half stoppage time here. Now Nugent is knocked off the ball, but he's earned a free kick. Good resilience there from Josh Nugent. Just 17 years of age, having an impact here in the second half. Yellow card will come and be shown here. Victor Souza in the book in second half stoppage time. Costa Iliadis to deliver this set piece. Bending it, JD Gunn with an easy catch. The scoring began 5th minute. Marco Stoyodinovich. Liam Butts, his 5th of the season, 10 minutes later. And Diarbian, his first of the season in the 39th minute. And then a penalty for Marcos Diaz 4 minutes after halftime gave New England a 3-1 lead. But then Daquan Barrow off the bench pulled the goal back. 63rd minute, 78th minute own goal. Across from Nugent, last touched by Gabe Darlene. We're tied at 3 in second half stoppage time. Again, the 19-year-old Costa Iliadis will deliver this. Restart for Toronto, looking for a wild comeback victory from 2 goals down. Iliadis. Gunn stays home. It's headed towards Gunn, and it's an easy catch. Reed Fisher won that header. Now, both of these teams have been in a penalty shootout once this season. Toronto lost its only shootouts in mid-April, 4-1 after a 1-1 draw with Carolina Core. New England won its only penalty shootout, came against Columbus. It also came last month. Quick restart is taken. Marcos Diaz. Excellent defending back there. And a free kick is nearly won, but referee says play on as Diaz went strong into the tackle. And now miscommunication. Diaz is in. Diaz back for Butts. Darlene tries to square it up. That was 2 Toronto defenders colliding with one another at the end line and losing possession for Marcos Diaz. Here's Diaz again. Both teams pretty tired here in the 94th minutes. Diaz walking the end line. Good defending. Really well done by Reed Fisher. Just sizing up the Brazilian. Long diagonal ball. Offside flag is up. Costa Iliadis in an offside position. Full time from York Lions Stadium. We will head to a penalty shootout after a 3-3 draw. What a game we have had. But Diarbian and Marcos Diaz, the goal scorers for New England. Stoyodinovich, Taquan Barrow, and an own goal providing the goals for Toronto FC. We'll be back for the penalty shootout from Toronto in a moment.
Should be a fun season of MLS NEXT Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
At the end of regulation, since the teams are tied on the scoreboard, the match will extend to a shootout, with each team having 5 attempts. If the teams are tied after 5 attempts, they will go to sudden death. The shootout winner will receive an extra point in the regular season standings.
And here's the point system used by MLS NEXT Pro. If you win a regulation, like most leagues, 3 points. It's a bit different for shootout winners. They get 2 points. You lose in a shootout, you get 1 point. A regulation loss, very predictable, 0 points. Second shootout for each of these sides. And let's see how we got here. A 3-3 draw, second meeting of the season early on. An injury to Hesron Berry. He is down inside the 6-yard box. TFC plays on. Marco Stoyodinovich, his first goal of the season. What a hit from about 30 yards away. And then New England back the other way. Diarbian for Liam Butts. Butts to his left. His 5th goal in as many games. He's now tied for 4th in the league in goals scored. Diarbian assisted on that goal. This time he scores himself. First shot with his right foot's blocked. It fell to his left. Gevork Diarbian would not be denied. Kisses it off the post. And then a penalty for Marcos Diaz in his 75th career MLS Next Pro appearance. He scores his 3rd goal of the season. But Toronto FC got some real life from its substitutes. Good work off the bench from TFC. And this was Malik Henry crossing it. Tapped in by Daquan Barrow. And then another substitute. Josh Nugent centers it. It's off the foot of the Swedish center back, Gabe Dahlin. And that's where we stand. Full time, 3-3 as we go to the kicks from the spots. And New England, in its only shootouts, beat Columbus 4-1. All 4 penalty takers, Diaz, Hutchinson, Souza, and Klein, converted their kicks from the spots. Now for Toronto FC, they lost a shootout 4-1 against Carolina Core in April. The 3 penalty takers that day were Hassan Ayari, Marcos Diaz, and Daquan Barrow. So to start this one, we'll have the captain, Michael Sullivan. Did not take a penalty in the prior shootout against Carolina Core. He tries to give his team the advantage. Sullivan converts. A good start here, the captain. In his 7th start. Sends JD Gunn the wrong way. Di Rosario will prepare. Marcos Diaz has already converted a penalty today. He made his penalty in the shootout victory against Columbus last month. Always interesting when a player takes a penalty for the 2nd time against a goalkeeper. Here is Marcos Diaz against Di Rosario. This time he goes left. It's off the hand of Di Rosario and in the back of the net. A long chess match. Diaz went to his right in regulation. This time he goes to his left. A strong hand from Di Rosario, but not quite strong enough to keep it out. We're tied at 1 after 1 round. Italo will take this penalty. He's brought in from the bench for this specific purpose. Did not play in regulation. He's a veteran of this league. He goes to the spot here for Johnny Cimini and TFC2. Here's Italo. Very soft. Too soft, in fact. An easy catch for JD Gunn. And one of the softest penalties you will ever see. This one from Italo. A smirk from JD Gunn as he makes the catch. Gevork Diarbian goes to the spot now. And he is saved. More power than Italo, but still turned away by Di Rosario. Diarbian did not take a penalty against Columbus a month ago. He has his penalty saved by Di Rosario here. Very confident from the Canadian goalkeeper. Guessed the right way. Adisa Di Rosario keeps it level at 1 through 2 rounds. Second half substitute, the 19-year-olds, Stoyodinovich will take the penalty. He did not get an attempt in the other penalty shootout for Toronto. 1-1 after 2 rounds. Stoyodinovich, emphatic into the upper corner. Well taken penalty for the Greek Canadian. Now it's Victor Souza, the captain, experienced player in this league. He converted his penalty against Columbus last month. He needs to convert here to keep it tied at 2 after 3 rounds. Souza here against Adisa Di Rosario. A long wait. A stare down. And now a penalty attempt into the upper corner. Well, that was drama. Flair for drama from Souza, who just stared down Di Rosario before sending him the wrong way. Opened up into the roof of the nets. Anthony Dawsonberry, he was part of the quadruple change early in the second half. Did not attempt a penalty against Carolina Core last month. He's only 16 years of age, the current academy player Anthony Dawsonberry for Toronto. He's asked to move the ball onto the spot before attempting this one. Anthony Dawsonberry here for Toronto against JD Gunn. And he is saved. A long wind up, a few stutter steps, but in the end, not too much power. And JD Gunn pointing to both sides with some swagger. Gunn did not bite on either of the feigns, either of the stutter steps. He just stood his ground, and the big goalkeeper shakes his head after that save. Javon Mussenden, the 17-year-olds, walks to the spot. He played the entire game for New England, did not take a penalty against Columbus last month. The ball does not want to stay on the paint of the penalty spot here today to give New England the lead in round number 4 against Adisa Di Rosario. And he has. Javon Mussenden makes it 3-2 for New England. Here's another look. And now a pressure-packed penalty coming for Reed Fisher, the 20-year-olds. He must convert. He gets a high five there from Mussenden. If he misses, it's over. If he makes, New England can win with its 5th penalty. Here's Reed Fisher to extend the shootouts against Gunn. And he has. Into the bottom corner. And a 3-3 with New England set to take its 5th penalty. And we're going to see something here. Fisher talked a little smack. He is sent off. I'm not sure what he said, but he definitely said something there to JD Gunn after making it. And a referee is not having a red card seconds after making a penalty. I have never seen that before. There's been a little bit of trash talking throughout the shootouts. You saw JD Gunn point to each corner after one of his saves. Niven Rezada, the referee, went to the back pocket. A red card for a young player after he made a penalty in a shootout. Never in my life have I seen that. Meanwhile, Liam Butt's waiting to take this penalty to win its for New England. Liam Butts scored earlier today. He is calm, he is juggling. He has 5 goals in his last 5 games. Did not take a penalty in the shootout win against Columbus last month. Di Rosario trying to stall. Di Rosario has 1 save. He needs 1 more to extend his shootouts. Liam Butts here for New England. And he is stopped. Di Rosario guesses the right way. Butts is turned away. And we'll go to a 6th round of the shootouts. Butts was so calm and collected. He struck it pretty well. But Di Rosario got out there quickly. Nathaniel Edwards did not attempt a penalty against Carolina last month. We'll see if he gets some power on it. We've seen a few soft attempts from Toronto, both saved by J.D. Gunn. Here's Edwards. There's some power into the back of the net. TFC leads 4-3 here in the 6th round. I think there'll be no more trash talking between these teams after the red card. And now the pressure is on New England. It's Joe Buck, the substitute off the bench. Played college soccer at Georgetown, a New England Academy product. Late second half substitute. He must convert here. Adisa Di Rosario is confident. He's saved 2 already in these shootouts. Here's Joe Buck. And Buck, a well-taken penalty. Short wind-up, good power. 4-4 through 6 rounds. Josh Nugent, 17 years old. He came off the bench. He was productive. He helped force the own goal in the first half. He'll step to the spot next as we see Buck's conversion. Nugent looked very lively in the second half. Helped lead the comeback from 2 goals down. We're in the 7th round. It's 4-4. TFC trying to regain the lead against J.D. Gunn. There's Nugent. He converts. Interesting windup. Slaloming through the penalty area before converting. Watch this run up. Like a warm-up before the game. Snaking left and right. And here comes the youngster. U17 player. Judas Akera, 24 goals to lead the U16s of the Revolution Academy. It's his 3rd appearance of the season. Pressure-packed penalty here to extend the shootouts for Judas Akera. Huge wind-up from him. Here it comes from Judas Akera. And he converts. A calm walk-off. Daquan Barrow, he scored the 2nd goal today for Toronto. And he played for the first team in the Canadian Championship last week against Montreal. Here he is in the 8th round for TFC. Daquan Barrow, foot save from J.D. Gunn. May have hurt his foot, but he is okay. Barrow went down the middle. Big J.D. Gunn left that right foot behind him, and it does the job. J.D. Gunn, outstretched right foot. Watch this save. A little karate chop from Gunn, turning away Barrow. And now another chance to win it for New England. Grant Emery, his first start. He's a academy player, part of the U18s, to win it here for New England. Emery is saved. Di Rosario, a fourth save in the shootouts. Calm reaction from Adisa Di Rosario as he extends this to a 9th round. It was a good penalty too. This is well taken, just a great save. Way back in the 5th minute, he scored his first goal of the season. Marko Stoyodinovich, a veteran of this league. He steps to the spots. (5-5) through 8 rounds. Stoyodinovich now puts it in the back of the net. No reaction from him. 6-5 Toronto. And now New England must convert again. JD Gunn maybe can't jump as well with that ankle injured on the last one. Here's the youngster, his pro debut today, Ivan Villalobos Lopez, 16 years of age, an academy player, came on in the second half, and now he must convert for New England. Can Di Rosario save a 5th penalty in this shootout? Ivan Villalobos Lopez against Adisa Di Rosario. Oh, Panenka! How about that from the teenager? No big deal on your pro debut to try that. That is some confidence. Just a smirk as he walks over to JD Gunn. We've seen everything in this shootout. Di Rosario thought about trying to stop it with his left leg. Now Micah Chisholm, the 20-year-old, came on in the second half as a sub. It's the 10th round of this shootout. We're tied at 6. Here's Chisholm, and he converts into the upper corner. Gunn guessed the right way, but could not make the save. Better leap that time from Gunn. The last time he went softly to his right. I think we're going to see the goalkeeper now. We might have a booking here for the teams talking with one another. That's one of the assistant referees writing in his book. Head referee is in the penalty area. We've already had a red card in the shootout for a player with too much of a celebration. Yeah, and some trash talking for Gunn. Here's JD Gunn against Di Rosario. Goalkeeper on goalkeeper. Here is Gunn. He converts. There were some complaints from New England claiming Toronto had sent Micah Chisholm to the spot twice. We can confirm he's only taken 1 penalty. And now it's Di Rosario. It's the 11th round. He must take this penalty now for Toronto. Di Rosario, pass Gunn. His father, Dwayne Di Rosario, would be proud with that pen. Well taken. And now the goalkeepers are having some fun. A little handshake. Gunn and Di Rosario, good sportsmanship. This was a smash from Di Rosario off the hands of Gunn. 8-7 Toronto here in the 11th round. Marcos Diaz will go again. He converted his first one back in the first round. He goes again. It's his third penalty today against Di Rosario. He's gone right and left. This time, he goes left again. He's made 3 today. 1 in regulation, 2 in the shootouts. That's pretty good. To make 3 penalties in 1 game against the same goalkeeper, that's hard to do. He went with the power. He goes left for the second straight time. Sullivan took the first for Toronto in the first round. It's Sullivan again. Sullivan is saved. Gunn is pleased. He might be in some pain, but he stopped another penalty. Now New England has a chance to win it. They survived multiple attempts they had to make to extend. Sullivan made his first, his second is saved by Gunn. Here in the 12th round of the shootout, it's the captain, Victor Souza. His first penalty was saved. Di Rosario needs to save again. It's 8-8 in the 12th round. Victor Souza to win it for New England. And he has a hand for Di Rosario, but he cannot keep it out. A 12-round penalty shootout goes to New England, 9-8 after a 3-3 draw. What a game today from York Lions Stadium. We see it again. Victor Souza had his first pen saved. His second is in. And that was dramatic, folks. A red card. 9 makes for one, 8 makes for another. And how about Marcos Diaz? 3 penalties in this game to win it. Our man of the match after this long one in Toronto. Victor Souza. He was stopped his first time. This time he converts. Souza, the Boston College product, shimmying his way back to his teammates. And he deserved 2 points for Richie Williams and New England. They led this game 3-1. They coughed up the 3-1 lead, and they win in a 12-round penalty shootout. That will do it from York Lions Stadium. After a 3-3 draw, New England takes the 2 points with a 9-8 shootout victory. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Matt Peterson saying so long. Again, our final score, a 3-3 draw. New England wins in penalties. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Good night from Ontario.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.